Hi, my name is Aditya Siddhartha and I am from Triply department. Today I am here to explain to you about a topic in power system analysis. And the topic is direct inspection method for formation of Y-bus matrix. First of all, abstract. Power flow analysis is the backbone of power system analysis and design. They are necessary for planning, operation, economic scheduling, and exchange of power between utilities. The principal information of power flow analysis is to find the magnitude and phase angle of voltage at each bus and the real and reactive power flowing in each transmission lines. Power flow analysis is an important tool involving numerical analysis applied to a power system. In this analysis, a general and procedural algorithm for Y-bus matrix building is proposed in this paper. We know that the procedure for obtaining Y-bus or Z-bus matrices in any frame of reference requires matrix transformation involving inversion and multiplications. It could be very laborious and time consuming process for large system involving hundreds of nodes and buses. Such an algorithm would be very convenient for various large systems that may need while the system is in operation, such as addition of line, removal of lines, and change in parameters. The bus impedance matrix can be directly found by using building algorithm, and analysis of large number of bus system can be done easily. As compared to other methods of Y-bus formation, direct inspection method is convenient. We have mentioned algorithm to calculate Y-bus by taking a case study of 440 kV Telandage India substation of 12 bus by using tool MATLAB R2010A. By this method, calculation is easy and required less time as compared to hand calculation. Hand calculations time consuming as the number of buses increases. Introduction. Load flow studies are used to ensure that electrical power transfer from generations to consumers through the grid system is stable, reliable, and economic. Conventional techniques for solving the load flow problem using the direct inspection method or the step-by-step methods. Load flow analysis forms an essential prerequisite for power system studies. Considerable research has already been carried out in the development of computer programs for load flow analysis of large power systems. However, these general purpose programs may encounter convergence difficulties when a radial distribution system with a large number of buses is to be solved, and hence development of a special program for radial distribution system becomes necessary. There are many solution techniques for load flow analysis. The solution procedures and formulations can be precise or approximate, with values adjusted or unadjusted, intended for either one line or offline application, and designed for either single case or multiple case applications. Since an engineer is always concerned with the cost of products and services, the efficient optimum economic starting, transformer energizing, earth faults and short circuit faults will cause short duration increase operation and planning of electric power generation system have always occupied an important position in the electric power industry. With the large interconnection of the electric networks, the energy crisis in the world and continuous rise in prices, it is very essential to reduce the running charges of the electric energy. A saving in the operation of the system of a small percent represents a significant reduction in operating cost as well as in the quantities of fuel consumed. The classic problem is the economic load dispatch of generating systems to achieve minimum operating cost. Formation of Y-bus and Z-bus. The bus admittance matrix Y-bus plays a very important role in computer aided power system analysis. It can be formed in practice by either of the methods as under direct inspection method, singular and non-singular transformation step by step method. Rules for direct inspection method. Consider the 3-node admittance network as shown in figure. Using the basic branch relation I is equal to YV for all the elemental currents and applying Kirchhoff's current law principle at the nodal points, we get the relations as under. By considering the figure at node 1, I1 is equal to Y1 V1 plus Y3 of V1 minus V3 plus Y6 of V1 minus V2. Considering it as equation 1, at node 2, I2 is equal to V2 Y2 plus Y5 of V2 minus V3 plus Y6 of V2 minus V1 as equation 2, and at node 3 0 is equal to Y3 of V3 minus V1 plus Y4 V3 plus Y5 of V3 minus V2 as equation 3. These are the performance equations of the given network in admittance form, and they can be represented in matrix form as I1, I2, 0, Y1 plus Y3 plus Y6, Y6, Y2, Y6, Y2 plus Y5 plus Y6 minus Y5, Y3 minus Y5, Y9 plus Y4 plus Y5. In other words, the relation of equation can be represented in the form I bus is equal to Y bus E bus, where Y bus is the bus admittance matrix, I bus is the bus current, and E bus is bus voltage. Vectors respective. By observing the elements of the bus admittance matrix Y bus of equation, it is observed that the matrix elements can as well as be obtained by the simple inspection of a given system diagram. Diagonal elements. A diagonal element YAA of a bus admittance matrix Y bus is equal to sum total of the admittance values of all elements incident at the bus node of diagonal elements, and of diagonal element YAB of the bus admittance matrix. Y bus is equal to negative of the admittance value of the connecting element present between buses A and B, if any. This is the principal rule of inspection. Thus, the algorithmic equation for the rule of inspection are obtained as YAA summation YAB of B is equal to, where B is equal to 1 to n as equation 4, and YAB is equal to minus YAB, where B is equal to 1 to n as equation 5. For A is equal to 1 to n is equal to number of buses of the given system. YAB the admittance of element connected between buses. A and B and YAA is the admittance of element connected between bus A and ground reference bus. Thus, by inspecting network, bus admittance matrix can be formed by above rule. It should be noted that this method is not applicable to mutual coupling exits between two elements. The bus admittance can be obtained by primitive network transformation. The modeling of various components which are included in admittance matrix are below. Modeling of transmission lines. Transmission lines are modeled by nominal pi method. The model is ZL is equal to RL plus JXL is the series impedance of the line, and YC by 2 is the half of the line charging admittance connected in shunt at two buses. Every time new line is added between buses I and J, the element of bus matrix are to be modified as follow: YL is equal to 1 by ZL is equal to 1 by RL plus JXL. YII new is equal to YII old plus YL plus YC by 2. YJJ new is equal to YJJ old plus YL plus YC by 2. Yij new is equal to Yij old minus YL. Modeling of shunt. Shunt elements are like capacitor, reactors, and resistor are connected between a bus and ground. Let admittance of the shunt element at bus I be YSH. These elements affects only the diagonal elements of the bus admittance matrix. YII new is equal to YII old plus YSH. Modeling loads. In transient stability programs, it is common to model the loads as constant admittance at the rated voltage. If the load at bus I is PLI plus QLI and the voltage at the bus is V, the load can be replaced by an equivalent admittance given by YLI is equal to PLI minus QLI by V2. The admittance can be viewed as a shunt element connected at bus. I will therefore affected only the diagonal element. Hence, YII new is equal to YLI old plus YLI. Modeling of generator internal impedance. The generator can be modeled either current source or voltage source. Hence, under steady state, Yg is equal to 1 by Ra plus Jxd, where Ra is the resistance of the stator winding and Xd is the reactance. Yii new is equal to Yii old plus Yg. Here we can see load flow solution. In the figure, one line diagram of 12 bus system that we have considered. A bus is a node at which one or many lines, one or many loads and generators are connected. In a power system, each node or bus is associated with four quantities such as magnitude of voltage, phase angle of voltage, active or true power and reactive power. In load flow problem, two out of these four angles of voltage, active or true power and reactive power in load flow problem. Remaining two are considered to be determined through the solution equation. Depending on the quantities that have been specified, the buses are classified into three categories: slack bus, reference bus, and this bus active and reactive power is unknown. Generator bus and load bus. For load flow studies, it is assumed that the loads are constant and they are defined by their real and reactive power consumption. The main objective of the load flow is to find the voltage magnitude of each bus and its angle when the power generated and loads are pre-specified. There is a shown and a single line diagram of the bus system. In this are incoming buses and 7 are outgoing buses. For Y bus formation, the bus impedance are required, so the different lines are different impedance. For calculation, we use the direct inspection method, which is very simple calculation in single line diagram. Transformer is connected to bus number 3 and 5. The off nominal ratio of transformer is given at 0.976. The turns ratio is equal to rated voltage ratio. Then it is called nominal ratio. If the ratio is not equal, it is called off nominal ratio of transformer. Here we can see Talland H, the substation data, the line data, and now result. matrix. Conclusion. Power flow or load flow studies are important for planning future expansion of power systems as well as in determining the best operation of existing systems. The principal information obtained from the power flow study is the magnitude and phase angle of the voltage at each bus and the real and reactive power flowing in each line. Before calculation of voltage, we have to form Y-bus matrix. We have formulated the algorithm and designed the MATLAB programs for bus admittance matrix, converting polar form to rectangular form by using direct inspection method. Direct inspection method for analyzing the Y-bus matrix of the 12 bus systems. The Y-bus matrix formation for 12 bus system were observed for different number of buses or 12 buses. It is concluded that direct inspection method has simple calculations and is easy to execute as compared to singular and non-singular transformation methods and step-by-step method by using MATLAB tools. The advantage of direct inspection method is require less time as compared to other methods of Y-bus formation, but there are some disadvantages also of these methods. As the number of bus increases, time required for calculation is more, and this method is not applicable to mutual coupling. It is applicable only to N-bus system. Thank you.